Hello everyone and welcome to this 100% walkthrough of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Today's video is going to be the mask collection. I'm going to show you guys how to collect all the masks, how to do all the trading, and how to use the masks to get upgrades to your arsenal as well. Because you can get Deku Stick and Deku Nut upgrades if I remember correctly. So this guy is pretty much the main reason that Majora's Mask, the second game, is a thing. So yeah, this guy is the Happy Mask Salesman, and he makes a big appearance in Majora's Mask as well. So the first thing that we need to do is buy the Keaton Mask. This is the very first mask. Now if you guys remember, right at the start, well, near the start of this Let's Play at least. Oh, we also got 100 skulltulas last time. I'm going to show you guys what you get from that as well. But yeah, if you guys remember, there was the guardsman outside of Kakariko. Well, just in Kakariko outside of Death Mountain. And he wants the Keaton Mask. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over there now. So I'm playing the Nocturne of Shadow to warp to Kakariko Graveyard, just faster. And once we get there, we're going to give the first mask to the guard. Okay, so here we are at Kakariko, and can't get over that way. And yeah, so basically where we need to be is the guard outside of Death Mountain, and I'll catch up with you guys when you get there. Okay, so here we are. What we need to do is equip the Keaton Mask. We want to Z-target the guard, put on the mask, talk to him, and he will basically say that that's the key something mask that his quote-unquote son wants, but personally I've always felt like he wanted it, since he was the one that ended up wearing it. So we're going to sell that to him. I already have 500 rupees, so I'm actually making a loss here technically, but that doesn't really matter. Because we have a 100 skulltula tokens now. I'm just going to show you guys what that gets you real quick. And it's good to see an empty C button as well. I do enjoy seeing an empty C button. So yeah, this is what happens when you have all 100 tokens. He will give you, I believe it's 200 rupees, but if you keep leaving and coming back, I believe you get the same prize again. Yeah, it's not a very good prize for the amount of effort, but it's still rewarding to collect 100 tokens. I'm just going to talk to him again to see if I'm right about that. Yeah. Yeah, so you'll keep getting 200 rupees at least in the Nintendo 64 version. So we're going to head back to Castletown now, and we're going to get the next mask. So here we are back at the Happy Mask Salesman, and I have paid him back for the mask. I'm now going to buy the Skull Mask. Now we're not going to give this to the Skull Kid straight away. Again, another character who appears in Majora's Mask. At least it's pretty much heavily theorized to the point where it's almost fact. No, the first thing that we are going to do is we have to travel to Kokiri Forest. So we're going to head over there now. We're going to play the Minuet of Forest. And I'll catch up with you guys when you get there. Okay, so here we are at the Sacred Forest Meadow. What we need to do now is we actually do need to be in the Lost Woods. I'm going to ignore these enemies because I don't really need to fight them. And I have enough health anyway that they're not really realistically going to kill me. There is a fairy fountain just down here if you want to get some fairies. Otherwise, just head along here and I'm going to show you guys what to do with this mask in order to get an upgrade. So I'm just going to remember to put that on first of all. We're going to put the skull mask on. Great stuff. So we're going to head through here. So we're looking for the clearance. If you guys remember, there was a clearance where I said that I was going to come back one day. But then I never really did. Well, today that's what we're going to be doing. So let's see if we can find it. It's here, yes. So what we need to do is look for the hole with the butterflies. Just look around where the butterflies are, fall down the hole. And we're going to stand here. You must wear the mask. And these guys will pop up. And yeah, they seem to like us quite a bit. Cool. So yeah, they don't react well to the mask. So we're just going to approach this area, and eventually somebody will pop up and say that your face looks funny, and they will give you Deku Stick. Upgrade. Nice. So now that we have that, we are now going to sell this to the Skull Kid, who again is actually in the Lost Woods. So, you know, that's pretty handy actually. So what I'm going to do, just to make this easier in finding it, I'm actually going to leave to Kokiri Forest. Then I'm going to come back in, probably just quicker that way. And we'll just take a left, put on the Skull Mask, and we're going to stand on this platform here. And we're going to talk to him. And this is the Skull Kid. I think this is why he gets called the Skull Kid. Nice. Yeah, it says we lost money on the deal, but it doesn't really matter. So we're going to walk back to the castle town now and talk to the mask salesman. So now that we've sold the mask, we return to the Happy Mask shop. And we'll pay him 20 rupees. You will make a loss on that mask, but don't worry about it. The next mask we need is the Spook Mask. And we have to sell this to the child in Kakariko Graveyard, so we're going to head over there now. So here we are, warp to Kakariko, jump down here, and it has to be daytime. If it's nighttime, it will not be the child we're looking for, it will be Dampé instead. So we must put on a spooky mask. And we're going to talk to him with the mask on. And he will basically say that, you know, it will make him look a bit more like Dampé. And we'll give him the mask, and you make a 10p profit on that, I believe, which is pretty sweet. So we're going to head back to the mask shop now, and we're going to get the very last mask. So, now that we have that, we are going to sell the spooky mask. And the last mask that we need to get is the bunny hood. So the bunny hood can be quite an awkward one in that you have to track down the person who runs around Hyrule Field. Now he can be quite hard to find, but I'll try and help you guys find him. He always has a set route, so let's see if we can find him together. Okay, so from entering Hyrule Field, take a right and start heading towards Lon Lon Ranch. He will always run around Lon Lon Ranch, so eventually, if you wait, he will be run past you. Except, oh, I can already see him there. except at night time. So if you want him to stop running, all you have to do is play the sun song. But what I would advise is basically, during the day at least, probably just stand around this area and wait for him to come. But once it gets nighttime, he will stop and take a breather. And we're just going to wait for him to stop real quick. I'm going to put on the bunny hood as well. And just over here, eventually he will stop. Any minute now. Eventually we'll stop, don't worry. Ah, here we are. So yeah, just after the wall. Talk to him. And you can sell this, and he will give you an infinite amount of rupees. Basically it will fill up your rupees no matter what you have. I think he just gives you 500. So yeah, we can now head back to the mask salesman and turn that in. So here we are back at the mask salesman, and you have to pay him back. So he will now tell you that all the masks have been sold, and as a way of rewarding you, he will give you a very special mask called the Mask of Truth. This will allow you to talk to Sheikah stones, but it doesn't really have much use, to be totally honest, except it's going to get us I believe it's the Deku Nut upgrade. So basically what we're going to do now, you also get the Zora, Goron, and Gerudo masks as well, which is pretty cool if you're interested. So it turns out that there's a glitch for the Nintendo 64 version, whereby if you don't put on the Mask of Truth and see the Deku shrubs before you get the Poacher Saw, you cannot get the last Deku Nut upgrade. I didn't know this. Yeah, it's never happened before. Anyway, the last item we need to get is the Quiver, the Biggest Quiver. We got the first one in the Gerudo Fortress, and now it's time to play here before we finish today's video. So this one is harder than the child version. Again, just it's the same as just hit the targets, but if you know the order, then you should be okay. I'm pretty sure it's like, yeah, they change it from the child version, so I missed there unfortunately. But if you can hit them all, obviously you will get the prize. If you can't, at least try and hit 9. And yeah, okay, so that was pretty sweet, so let's try that again. Well, there we have it. Took a few attempts, but I managed to get the Biggest Quiver, and that will increase our capacity at 50. So next time, guys, I'm going to show you how to get all the pose, the 10 pose, and that will get you an empty bottle. I just want to thank you all very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Leave any comments if you have any. Oh, and use the money that we're getting to get green potions, pink fairies, and all that good stuff, because we're going to need them. And I'll see you next time. Take care.